So if you have spent even a minute on the internet, you know who the Paul brothers are, regarded as some of the goofiest and dumbest motherfuckers on the internet ever. And yeah, so I just want to talk about this because this has been a wild scheme that I've been trying to find more info on to make sure I get this right. And during my break, a lot more stuff went down. So Logan Paul, basically to give a quick update, threatened last time I looked at this to sue Coffeezilla for defamation and was apparently very angry that Coffeezilla called Logan Paul's manager. He called him because he had tried to reach out to, or Coffeezilla had tried to reach out to Logan Paul to discuss the Cryptozoo thing because Logan Paul was very angry about Coffeezilla's 3-part docuseries, which then he went on a podcast, his own podcast, the Impulsive Podcast, and made an hour-and-a-half video or segment of it just talking about how Coffeezilla is a bad person and he should never have done any of this or made any of these because Cryptozoo is not a scam, while Logan Paul hired actual criminals who have actual criminal records, including fraud and all kinds of other stuff. It's just a very goofy thing. Well, 6 days ago, Logan Paul came out with an actual apology, so let's just talk about it real quick. So, Logan, I just want to say, even though you say that you've never scammed anyone with this project, you would be factually wrong, because this project is actually just a scam. You make people buy a shitcoin, which then you make millions of dollars off of, if enough people buy it. But you make people buy a shitcoin, and then with that shitcoin, they can buy eggs, and with the eggs, they get stock images of animals who then they can use to hybridize or something. It's literally just a scam. It doesn't matter how you look at it. It doesn't matter if it was one person you scammed or 7. It is a scam. So before we get into his 3-step plan, because this is just wild, uh, it doesn't matter if you support your fans or focus on your fans. Your idea here is a scam. It is an actual scam, and there's no way around it. I don't get what you're trying to do here other than just prove that you're scamming people. It is a scam. Yes, you might not have made money yet or sold any tokens, but you're making an effort to sell tokens, and it just is a scam. By definition, this is a pyramid scheme. You have your 3 little triangle methods here. It's kind of like me saying, oh, I didn't make a mess, and then actively breaking a table and just putting all kinds of shit on the floor. This is a wild thing. Well, let's see, maybe his 3-step plan could be actually quite useful. Who knows? Oh, step 1, you're gonna burn your zoo tokens so that way everyone else can have the same amount of zoo tokens as you, which is 0. That's such a good plan, and definitely not what you should have done from the beginning. Why did it take you this long to go through? This has been drama for like a month or 2. You should have easily have been decided a month ago, hey, I'm gonna actually burn this and we're not gonna have any financial gain. So before we dive into step 3, let's talk about step 2. Step 2, basically, he's just saying that if you've put a lot of money into this already without getting anything in return, you now get your money back. I mean, I think that's fair. I don't know why he worded it with ETH or BNB or whatever the fuck. Why don't you just word it in dollar amounts? Because not everyone is a crypto bro who understands nerd talk. But yeah, I guess that's a good plan that you're refunding people, essentially. So step 3 is easily my favorite. We're gonna finish what we said that we would do originally. What, Logan? That's your plan? Your plan here is you're just gonna have $0, then you're gonna refund everyone money that you stole from them or were about to steal from them and scam them with, and then you're gonna make it so that way the game is actually playable and functionable. This game by itself sounds like the world's worst fucking MMO. It sounds terrible. There's no point behind this. If you log in, you're gonna get money eventually, but crypto is also like the largest Ponzi scheme ever seen. It's just insane to me that he thinks that this is a good idea out of everything that could have happened. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe the rest of his apology video will improve. Yeah, so he came in, ripped the band-aid off, and said that they're having a full internal investigation, and whoever needs to be held accountable will be held accountable. Does that include yourself, Logan? Because I'm pretty sure, based off of this, that it should be also you who's held accountable. It feels like you should be held accountable for something here. Granted, I will give credit where credit is due. He didn't do nearly as big of a crypto scam as, Sam Bankman-Fried, or, and he actually seems kind of somewhat not like he just feels bad. Like it feels like he actually feels bad is the word, is what I'm trying to say. Resentful. That's what I was going for. He does seem a little bit resentful here, and it just seems like he doesn't actually, like, for once in his life, not feel bad. Granted, this could also end up having some huge legal consequences for Logan Paul. I don't know what is going to happen, and we'll have to keep an eye on it to see if maybe something happens. But I love the fact that he's doing an internal investigation to prove someone did something, because, that always works out perfectly and never looks weird at all or bad. But let's finish the rest of this video. There's 30 seconds left, and I'm sure we'll figure out something. Yeah, so Logan Paul basically just said, "Thank you for exposing me, Coffeezilla. I'm very happy that you did this." And now he's doing an internal investigation to attempt to figure out what's going on, which I just think is hilarious. I think the fact that he's doing this investigation just proves that they're going to try and, weasel their way out of it. But if he doesn't, I will actually be very shocked with him, and I will be actually quite impressed. It just seems from, having 5.3 million subs, and the way that he's doing this is just different. But yeah, I just wanted to chat about this because I thought that this was important to talk about and cover. I am very curious to see what ends up happening with the Logan Paul situation, and if anything more important happens, I guess we'll see. But that's gonna be all I got. Take it easy.